What the hell is this? It was your idea to have this trial, punk. Now, what is it, a trial or an inquisition?
It's whatever I say it is. Now, can I call my first witness?
I object.
Objection overruled.
Yeah.
5. We will dispense with the defense's opening statement. You may call your first witness.
Prosecution calls Ursula Blackwell to the stand.
Ursula Blackwell? Get over there!
Miss Blackwell, before we get into the details of that horrible night Tina murdered your father, I would like you to describe to the jury in your own words your relationship with Cornelius.
Oh, we were as close as any father and daughter could ever hope to be. I loved him more than life itself. I would have done anything for him.
And did he feel the same way about you?
Oh, yes, he adored me. Well, at least he did until she came along. She wormed her way into his good graces. She got him to trust her just the way she gets every man to trust her.
And then she killed him, didn't she?
Yes,
Objection.
she did.
Counselor is leading the witness.
Objection overruled. Quiet. Lead on. Get on with it, Jamie.
Thanks, Grams, Your Honor. Now, at the time your father was murdered, allegedly murdered, okay? Now, at that time, was there any other man in your life, someone with whom you could share your grief?
No. There had only been 2 men in my life up to that point. My father and my dear departed Patrick.
Departed? Now, would you explain to the jury what happened?
Tina Roberts, that's what happened. She took him away from me. She made him fall in love with her, and then she betrayed him, a betrayal that eventually led to his death.
Oh, hell, objection again, because the witness is seriously twisting the facts here. Patrick London had his face altered so he looked like Bo Buchanan. There is no way that Tina ever would have recognized...
Sit down before I knock you down.
Hey, take your fifth shot, Joe.
Oh, gentlemen, please. Gentlemen, quiet. Do be quiet. Now, you'll have your chance to refute the witness's testimony during cross-examination, Mr. Roberts. Do sit down, dear.
Now, Miss Blackwell, isn't it true that Tina was pregnant with Patrick's child at that time?
Objection!
And isn't it also true that in addition to killing your father and being responsible for Patrick's death, that she was also willing to sacrifice the life of the baby by terminating the pregnancy?
What the hell has this got to do with anything?
Yes, she wanted to take away the only thing I had left in my darling Patrick's love. Tina Roberts is a vile, vicious woman who would do anything to destroy everything that I held dear. Now, please, she must be made to pay for her sins. She must be made to pay the ultimate price.
Elizabeth, come on, why?
We find the defendant guilty as charged.
Please. Quiet. Knock it off.
I think you've got the jury eating out of your hands, Ursula.
Oh, never mind about those fools. Did you check the wiring on the electric chair?
Just like you asked me to.
Everything's ready for Tina's execution?
As soon as the jury hands down her conviction.
Yeah, well, it won't be long now. Then we'll be giving Tina quite a shock.
Hey, you stop this carrying on. Ursula, get over there and sit down. You may proceed with your cross-examination, Mr. Roberts.
Thank you. All right, Miss Blackwell. Where did you first meet Patrick London?
Objection, irrelevant.
Isn't it true that you met him when you were a patient in a mental institution?
Objection!
Sustained.
Isn't it also true that you were the one who was responsible for putting your daddy in a wheelchair in the first place? And you also planted a bomb in the lighthouse? And you shot your own father when he tried to stop you?
I would never, ever do anything to hurt Cornelius.
Ursula, come off it. You're the one who shot and killed your own daddy, not Tina.
I did it!
No, I object, because this this woman is totally psychotic. Everything she has said should be totally disregarded. And I'd like to have it straight from her. This camel dog can spell it.
Please, quiet. But we've had enough of your cross-examination, Mr. Roberts, and the record will stand as it is.
Oh, good man, Your Honor. I already erased this.
Oh, shut up. You may step down. Would you please take the stand, Mrs. Roberts? Oh, Tina, I want to hear your side of all this before my headache gets any worse than it already is.
You shut up! Tina, did you or did you not kill Cornelius Blackwell?
No, I did not. Liar!
Sit down.
Could you tell us how it was that you came to be at the lighthouse in the first place?
Ursula kidnapped me. She was going to keep me there until I had Patrick's baby.
And that's the first time you met Cornelius?
Yes.
And was he as devoted to his daughter as she would like everyone to believe?
He was afraid of her. He was afraid of what Ursula was going to do to him. And then, when he realized just how far off the deep end she really was...
Ursula, I am old now, and barely able to get around. My life doesn't matter anymore, but Tina's does, and her babies. And my daughter, your life matters too. You are sick, my child. You need help.
You be quiet. I don't need anyone's help, especially not from an old fool like you. Oh, he is weak, just like you and all the rest. Oh, except Patrick. Madness! You stop talking like that. You get back.
So then what you're telling us is that when he realized that his daughter was 2 bricks short of a load, that's when he decided to help you escape.
Yes.
How?
Well, seeing as we were in a lighthouse, we decided the best way to get attention to ourselves was to fix the light in the beacon.
I stayed up all night working on that generator, the one that powers the great light in the tower.
The light? Fixing the light? Is that what you were talking about being your trick?
This old dog isn't dead yet.
But just yesterday you told me you couldn't do that because you were afraid of what Ursula would do.
That was yesterday. When I saw her with that scalpel in her hand, prepared to kill you, I realized how sick my daughter truly is.
Come on, Brams. How long are you going to make us listen to this twisted stroll down memory lane?
As long as it takes to get to the truth. Proceed.
All right.
So did Cornelius finally get the beacon working?
Yes, but we had to be really careful about how we used it because if she saw it, we'd be dead.
And were you able to distract Ursula so she didn't see the light?
At first, but then when she found out what we were doing, she attacked me. I had to defend myself. Stop it. Here. Well, you lose again, Tina. And the tide is in, so there's no way to escape.
Are you all right? Did she hurt you?
No, certainly not as much as she's planning to.
She's totally mad now. There's no reasoning with her.
You are lying. My father would never, ever say those things about me. He loved me, and you murdered him. No, you did. You killed him. Listen, you've got to believe me. What happened was she had us locked up in the tower. She had a gun. She was going to blow up the whole lighthouse, and Cornelius decided to risk his own life in order to save mine. So he went after her in the wheelchair, and that's when she shot him right before we went out the window of the lighthouse. You liar! I loved my father. I would never hurt him. You killed him. If you hadn't shot him, he would have survived. No, but your life. She killed my father, and I want revenge.